know, Doris, one of the fun things about the first weeks of the season, fans getting to know the new faces on their team.
Oh, Kevin. And there's so much talent across the league, but if you're adding new talent, you wonder a couple things. How do they fit? How special can they be? Fans just can't wait for tip-off.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Davis Bertans, and it's Brissett in at the 4. Pass to Diallo. Six to shoot. And he uses the glass on the layup. Here's Walker. Here's Micic. A 3-ball. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Bryant looking around. Fires from deep. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. To the paint. Walker against Bryant. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 5 now.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
They set the pick. A 3 from Bryant. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Walker in the post. Bryant defending. Back to Bertans. Here's Micic. Buries the long-range jumper. Micic has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
Timeout.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, 1 apiece.
You know, both teams are competitive, but not necessarily playing yet at a championship level. And part of what makes this battle so intriguing is how close they are.
Here's Bonga. Diallo kicks to Bryant. Back to Diallo. To end the run. Bryant's shot is off. Gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Micic, the pass to Walker. Here's Micic from deep. Bonga pulls it in.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Driving in. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Bertans. Now Walker. There's a screen. Lets the 3 fly. That shot is off target. Oh, here's Diallo. On the wing, Bryant. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The first one falls. And so Walker nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside Bryant. Pass to Bonga. There's the pick. And he's good on the 3-ball.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
And here's Walker. And he makes good on the layup. Walker's got 9.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Floats it up for Bryant. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Pass to Walker. Over Bryant. Walker's shot is off. Gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Oturu. Brissett grabs the miss. Bertans with the ball. He has yet to score. Here's Micic. Pass to Walker. Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Timeout.
You don't like to count on points from your reserves, but they had some hot hands coming off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year.
And this is a battle today between two teams that really dominated the offensive glass a year ago. And they also convert when they get those second chance opportunities.
Diallo kicks to Bryant. Pass to Oturu. Bertans against Diallo. Here's Bonga. The 3. Buries it from three-point range. Bonga's got his second basket of the night. Gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Micic, the pass to Walker. Now, here's Bertans. Hasn't made one yet. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. Shot's good by Walker.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Now Diallo. They set the pick. And Bryant kicks to Diallo. Pass to Oturu. Launches it from deep. Offensive rebound. Bonga. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Pass to Walker. The shot from the low post is good. Walker's got 17 now.
But you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Bryant dishes to Schroeder. Pass to Diallo. 5 on the clock. No good from outside. Gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Walker's shot is off. Doing it very well as they shake off the rest here early. 54% from the field. Diallo finds Schroeder. Here's Oturu. Pass to Diallo. Launches it. That's a miss. His second after 2 shots. 1:19 left here in the first quarter. Outside, Walker from past the arc. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Pass to Micic. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the inside. It's deflected. Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded. Diallo has the open look. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Such a smart decision by Schroeder there. Such a savvy veteran. Get to that kick-out pass. It's so valuable.
16 seconds left in the first quarter. Ryan against Walker. From outside the arc. Doesn't go that time. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. They lead by 7. And we'll get the second quarter underway on... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has...
Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Motley in at the center. Three-pointer, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition.
We've got Lyles. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Russell. Then it's Shake Milton, and it's Motley in at the 5 down low. And he gets the bucket.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
It's Jones on the wing. Jones sets the pick for Jones. It's hauled in by Lyles. With confidence, 50% from the field so far. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Russell. Then it's Shake Milton. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's Motley in at the 5 spot.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
About 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. He lobs it up. Jones, no luck.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
D'Angelo Russell out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Trey Lyles. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Motley in at the center, filling out the middle. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Back to Jones. It's hauled in by Lyles. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Motley out there with Lyles. Then it's Russell. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Milton in at the small forward position. From the top of the key, and the jumper falls for him. He has 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity. Boy, tough break there. Defense leaves him wide open. He can't get the mid-range to go. Ouch.
Kicks it out to Jones. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Jones has got his first bucket of the night. And here's Russell. He has yet to score. Takes it inside. And there's the bucket from Motley.
Building those passing instincts. Nice work by Russell as a playmaker.
Gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Pass to Micic. Kicks it out to Jones. Clock at 6. Jones sets the pick for Jones. It's good from long range. Jones has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
In the corner, it's Bryant. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Brissett. Lets it go with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now, here's Lions. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Jones against Schroeder. Pass to Micic. From about 16, Bonga pulls it in.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Outside, Bryant. Back to Schroeder. Over Jones. And it's Schroeder missing. Gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Screen by Jones. Micic, the pass to Jones. Launches a three. Jones, no luck.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And the dunk by Bryant.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Diallo with it. The tray. That shot is off. Gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. There's Walker with the three. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Kevin, back to you.
Keeping that edge. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Screen by Bryant. Pass to Diallo. The kick out to Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bonga. Hits the three-point bomb. Bonga's got 11.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Diallo the pass to Bonga. Outside, Bryant. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Oh, that's blocked. They set the pick. Takes the three. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
And he's good on the first of 3. And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
And taking a look at some numbers for Walker, how he performed last season. He was around 12 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
Drills the three-pointer. He's got 8.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Pass to Brissett. And here's Walker. .125 left in the first half of the game. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Bonga, the pass to Bryant. There's the screen from downtown. Brissett grabs the miss.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Here's Walker. Hits from the high post. Walker's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Pass to Diallo. 41 seconds left in the first half. For the 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Micic. He's got 6. Over to the left wing. Brissett offline with his 3. Diallo the pass to Oturu. Now here's Bryant. 6 points for him. Jacks up a 3. And so we conclude the first half. They're up by 9. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No.
And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the home team. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. At 50% in a decent groove. We've got Walker, and it's Micic in at the point guard position. Here's Bonga, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Bonga's got 13.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Walker. Oturu with the rebound. Oturu's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Diallo. Pass to Bryant. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bonga. The 3. The rebound by Micic. From deep, Walker. Bonga pulls it in. Bonga's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now Diallo. Outside Bryant. The 3-pointer's right on target. He's got 9.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Walker, shoots the three, drills it from outside. Walker's got 33.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Here's Bonga. Now here's Bryant. Fires for three. That's all good, and that's his fifth basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
Here's Micic. He has 6. Shot's good by Walker.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And it's good for 2. Micic has got 8.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Pass to Diallo. Ryan against Walker. And here's Diallo. With the drive, here's Okuru.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Micic. He's got 8. Pass to Walker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. There's the pick. Pass to Brissett. Three-pointer. Oturu with the rebound. Oturu's got his 5th rebound in this one. Back to Bryant. Here's the three. Hits that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Pass to Micic. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
It's just certain guys have a nose for the basketball. I don't think you teach that. Great second effort there.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Bryant. Pass to Diallo. Here's Bonga. He's got 13. Just 5 on the clock. Shot good by Diallo. Diallo's got 9. The visitors with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. Jones, the pass to Walker. Pass to Brissett. 5 to shoot. Shoots. Bonga pulls it in. Bonga's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Kicks it out to Schroeder. There's the lob to the hoop. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Outside, Jones. Pass to Walker. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown. Walker's got 42 in the game.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Now Diallo. Bertans grabs the board. Gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Jones kicks to Walker. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Walker's got 14 points here in the second half. And here's Schroeder. Pass to Bonga. Here's Oturu. Lays it up off the glass. Oturu's got 8.
Well, those are exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Leave kicks to Jones. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Lyles. Gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Here's Schroeder. Misses the 3. Doing it well here in the third, about 50%. And Jones has it in the corner. Pass to Leaf. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Lyles a screen on Jones. Diallo the pass to Lyles. Here's Schroeder. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Leaf. Back to Jones. Jones sets the pick for Jones. Again, the miss by Jones. Doing it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Lyles hits a screen for Russell. Connects from three-point range.
Well, it's important that D'Angelo Russell keep making shots from deep. This is an aspect of his game he's starting to sharpen.
Walker the pass to Jones. Back to Walker. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Walker's got 46 points.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Outside. To the right side. Diallo with it. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Up 6. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Mott. Ryan is out there with Lyons. Then it's Russell. And it's Schroeder in at the 2 spot. Leave passes to Micic. Outside, Jones for three. It's rebounded by Motley.
After hitting a couple of threes in the first half, he hasn't had much going from distance.
Schroeder outside. Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by Leaf. Being one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. With his first shot attempt, doesn't get it to drop for him.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
Bryant passes to Motley. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Russell looking around. They set the screen. They swipe it. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Jones for three. Bryant with the rebound. In 51% from the field. They'll take that. It should out to Schroeder. There's the three. The rebound by Micic.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And Bryant gets it to go.
I'll tell you, tough first half, puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Micic. Now Jones. He's guarded by Schroeder. Jones sets the pick for Jones. Off target with his three.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. There's Micic. He's guarded by Russell. There's Leaf. And it's off from three-point range. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Russell kicks to Bryant. The three-pointer no good.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And there's the drive. Micic, the pass to Leaf. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Nobody near Schroeder. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Micic. Down low. Intercepted. Now, here is Russell. Miles kicks it over to Schroeder. Shoots. It's hauled in by Leaf.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Jones with the bounce pass. Here's Micic. A three-pointer off the mark. Gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Bryant with it. Jones covering. And Bryant gets it to go. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
There's a good screen. Russell from long range. Drains it from beyond the arc.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Micic. Screen by Jones. From the arc. It's rebounded by Motley.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
And it's Schroeder missing. And the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Pass to Micic. Jones with the screen on Russell. Micic, the pass to Jones. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's the screen. Bryant gets a wide open look. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Bryant's got 15 points here in the second half. Pass to Jones. Right wing. Releases. Micic can't hit.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Schroeder, right side. And he banks the layup in.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Right, Allie, we thank you for that.
Yeah, I love the tenacity. Terrific move at a crucial point in this game.
That is not settling. That is going for a high percentage look at a critical time. Nicely done.
Here's Motley. Raises up. Jumper is off. Launches it. Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got two guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game.
He had a defender all over him.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Excellent concentration. Understanding contact coming. Dallas Bertans earns the trip to the charity stripe.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
These trips to the foul line are how you protect the lead and grow it. Got to knock these in.
Now Bryant from outside. It's off.
If you're trying to make a comeback, that is the kind of shot that doesn't help.
Bryant against Walker. And another one falls. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
From deep. A three-pointer. Good.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game. Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Diallo. And he does not hit. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Walker against Bryant. 6 to shoot. Shoots it. Connects with the J.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for